Black women, what happened to y'all? What happened to your self-love, self-worth, self-value, self-respect, morals, ethics, class, dignity? What happened to y'all? What the happened to y'all?
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful.
Look, I don't care if she dropped an album or a coloring book. The biggest story is what her whole career represents. Cardi ain't just a rapper. She's the perfect example of how this culture rewards the worst behavior. Think about it. 7 years gone, and the buzz ain't about the music.
How, Sway?
It's about who she pregnant by, who she beefing with, what drama she dragged into court.
Embarrassing.
That's what gets pushed front page. And the sad part, the industry loves it like this because chaos sells faster than character. You can be sloppy with your art, sloppy with your relationships, sloppy with your whole image. But as long as it's messy enough, the blogs eat it up, the labels get their clicks, and fans clap like seals. Yes, queen, you ate.
Wait, what?
Ate what? This ain't a meal, this a circus.
So apparently Cardi B's first week sales are out and the album is #1 on Billboard, which I gotta say, I already knew that was gonna happen. Not because the music is good or she makes, she's a good rapper, but because she's Cardi B. Like she's Cardi B at the end of the day. And on top of that, didn't nobody drop a fuck ass thing. So that helps. But do I think the album is a flop? No. 200K is not a flop. Do I think that's good for the lady that y'all trying to say is the quote-unquote new queen of rap who topped Nicki Minaj? Absolutely not. Y'all was saying 500K. This is far from 500K. But I think the most of us with actual knowledge about the music industry knew Cardi B was never, ever, ever gonna touch 500K. Maybe one day. Not today. Even still, like 200K is not bad. I think her pure sales was weak as hell. I mean, 88 pure sales? How where your fans at? The album was listed at $4.99 and you couldn't do 100K pure sales at $4.99? In my opinion, you really didn't even do 88,000 units, because when we do 88,000 units for other artists, they selling their albums at $10.99 and $11.99. Oh, your 88,000 and other people 88,000 is not the same. Let's be clear about that. Then there's the 110,000 stream units, SEA sales, right? That's stream equivalent albums. And I'm always, side-eyeing that because we all know Payola B. Oh, we don't really know if that's organic either. But 200K is still not a flop to me. She's still the second best-selling female rapper. You know what I mean? Like, she's still right under Nicki. Meg only did 70,000. Glorilla only did 70,000. Ice Spice, Lotto, Sexy Red only did 25,000. So I'm going to have to give her that. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to have to give her that. I can't just...
Here's the part that really cooked me, bruh. The industry don't just tolerate chaos, it rewards it. Look at Cardi. Her biggest promo move wasn't dropping the fire single, it was turning courtroom pictures into merch. She got sued, turned into a meme, and then sold y'all a Court Edition CD. Court Edition! That's not music, that's WWE. And peep the cycle. Beef with Offset, rebound with Stefon Diggs, clapbacks on Twitter, disses at JT and Uzi. All of that noise is what pushes her album. Not bars, not artistry, the drama is the rollout.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
But here's the scary part. This ain't just Cardi. This is the whole playbook now. You see Blueface and Krishan? Same circus. You see Kanye wilding with dumb records that sound good but say nothing? Same circus. It's the chaos economy, fam. The more you embarrass yourself, the more streams you get. The more toxic your life, the more followers you gain. The culture done flipped it, so Dysfunction is the marketing plan. And the wildest thing, y'all act surprised when the next generation copies it. Bruh, what else they supposed to do? When the bag only come with beef and baby daddy drama, Guess what the young one's gonna chase? Now let's really talk about the love life circus, cause that's half her brand. Cardi been married to Offset for years, filed for divorce, stayed, broke up, got back, broke up again. Bruh, it's like watching a soap opera with auto-tune. And now, still legally married, but pregnant with Stefon Diggs' baby. Offset beefing online, Stefon beefing in the tabloids, models coming out the woodwork saying they got Diggs' babies too.
I don't like where this is going.
You can't make this up, man. This ain't love, this Jerry Springer with the Billboard budget. But here's what's crazy. Instead of people calling this toxic, they clap for it.
Is that right?
She independent, she a queen, she living her life. Nah, she living a mess. And the industry sells it back to y'all like empowerment. Bruh, if your sister was doing this, still married, carrying another man's baby, dragging the drama online,
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
you'd be stressed out every Sunday dinner. But when Cardi do it, suddenly it's goals. And this ain't just her. Look at Blueface and Krishan Rock. Look at Summer Walker's baby daddy drama. Toxic love gets treated like primetime TV, while stable families get no shine. So the question is, are we really praising love, or are we addicted to watching train wrecks?
That's a good question.
Because right now, it feels like Dysfunction is the new romance novel.
Why would you have a baby by a man as a fun girl? Why would you have a baby by a man who was just lusting you, effing you? Why would you have a baby by a man who currently, allegedly, have 1, 2, 3 kids on the way? Why would you have a baby by a man and your divorce is not even final? Why would you have a baby by a man who is not going to be with you? And I stand firmly on that. I repeat, why would you have a baby by a man who was just effing you because he see you as a freak fun girl? I don't care how many photo ops that are out here. You are seen as a fun girl by that man. Why would you have a baby under those types of circumstances?
Emotional, damn it.
And I already know what some of y'all gonna type in the comments. Why you always talking down on black women? Why you hating on your own people? Huh? Bruh, stop it. First off, I ain't hating on nobody. What I am hating on is chaos being sold as culture. If you wouldn't want your daughter moving like this, don't tell me it's queen behavior just cause a celebrity do it. And second, let's not act like white celebs don't get cooked too. I flamed Britney, I flamed Kim, I flamed Miley, all of them. Mess is mess, period. This ain't about skin, it's about standards. Me speaking on this ain't betrayal, it's protection. As a black man, I got every right to call out what the culture is pushing on our little sisters. If the blueprint we hand them is toxic love, court drama, and clout chasing, then we failed them. And funny enough, a lot of black women agree. Plenty of sisters are already saying, yo, this ain't it. They don't want their daughters copying Cardi either. So nah, this ain't me against black women. This me standing with the ones that see the BS for what it is. See, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying black women don't got role models. I'm saying the industry don't push the right ones. They'd rather crown dysfunction than celebrate stability. But look closer, bruh. The blueprints are right in front of us. Angela Bassett, married to Courtney B. Vance for almost 3 decades. That's black excellence. No scandals needed. Viola Davis, been with Julius Tenen over 20 years, raising their daughter, running businesses, staying powerful and grounded. Michelle Obama, y'all already know, married to Barack since '92, showing grace, intelligence, and strength through every chapter. And in music, Kelly Rowland and Tim Weatherspoon, low-key, classy, raising their boys with love. Tamia and Grant Hill, married since the 90s, still strong, still family first. Sierra and Russell Wilson, say what you want, But they flipped her story into stability, marriage, and kids in a healthy home. Issa Rae kept her love life private, then married Louis Diame with dignity, no circus. These are the queens our little sisters need to see. Black women who built with black men.
Oh my God! Wow!
Kept their respect intact and proved you don't need chaos to shine. But here's the catch. The industry don't push them, cause peace don't go viral. Stability don't trend. Drama sells quicker. So dysfunction gets crowned. And that's exactly why I gotta shine the light here. So the next generation knows real black love still exists, dignity still exists, and it deserves the same spotlight the circus gets. Here's the truth, fam. Cardi ain't the disease, she's the symptom. The real sickness is the culture that crowns chaos like it's royalty. Think about it. You could be a black woman out here disciplined, building with your husband, raising kids right, creating art, running businesses, and nobody gonna post you on the Shade Room.
I've never seen
But let you start wilding in public, beefing online, switching partners every 6 months, fighting on live. Suddenly you trending. Suddenly you a queen. Suddenly it's empowerment. That's the blueprint the industry feeds us now. Clout over character. Algorithms don't care if it's toxic, they just care if it's loud. Labels don't care if you growing.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
They just care if you messy enough to keep eyes glued. And if we don't call it out, guess what? The next generation gonna copy it. They gonna think dysfunction is the norm. They gonna believe chaos is the price of success. But nah, bruh. We better than that.
I want you to be better.
We got real role models. We got real blueprints. And the only reason they not shining as bright is cause peace don't pay as fast as drama. But mark my words, chaos might get you clicks today, but character gonna outlast all of it tomorrow. And if we don't teach that to our little sisters and daughters now, then the whole culture gonna stay stuck in reruns of the same broken script. Now hold up, let me keep it balanced here. This ain't all on Cardi. Offset been clowning since day one. The man bragged about cheating in his own bars.
Stupid.
Like destroying your marriage is some type of flex. Bruh, that's not power, that's pathetic. And Stefon Diggs, this man out here playing baby daddy roulette. 2 women claiming he got him pregnant at the same time, and instead of owning it, he just keeps moving reckless. That's not leadership, that's lust with a jersey on. And that's where I gotta call us black men out too, cause we acting like we don't respect ourselves or our women. We chasing instant pleasure like it's the championship trophy. But here's the truth. Karma is undefeated. You treat women like disposable toys. Don't cry when your daughters and sisters get treated the same way.
The who?
The baby rumors?
Who is that?
You.
Oh, my personal life?
Yeah.
I told you about that. We won't talk too much about my personal life, but I heard about it.
Any celebrations that we'll see in the...
We'll see.
Do you see me laughing, my nigga?
Why are y'all so okay with embracing baby mama culture? Having fatherless kids? Having a baby from a man you haven't even been with the whole year? This man say to you, let me heal you. And you say he makes me feel safe. And you believe that?
Ah, you're teasing me. Naughty, naughty.
Girl, that man do not want you. And I stand firmly on that.
And even if karma didn't swing back, how do you really win in life if you weak mentally? If you can't control your urges? That ain't strength, bro. That's slavery to your lower self.
Stupid.
Men out here thinking they players.
Stupid.
But they really puppets.
Stupid.
Controlled by lust.
Stupid.
Running in circles.
Stupid.
Never building nothing real.
Stupid.
So when I call Cardi the blueprint of what's broken, I ain't letting the dudes off the hook either. Offset, Diggs, all these clout-chasing weak-minded men, they feed in the same circus. And if we as black men don't raise our standards, then we just as guilty of selling dysfunction to the next generation. And let's not forget the audience in this mess. Cardi only stays relevant because y'all keep rewarding the circus. Every time she beef with Offset, the blogs run it up. Every time she clap back on Twitter, it trends for a week. Every messy IG live.
I make you feel so low about yourself. Because I don't make you feel like you're that nigga in this home. So that's what you gotta do. So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you can I don't give a I don't give a Cause them hoes ain't good enough that I be having you crashing out. You're a lame to me, and you will never equate to me. And it's crazy that I even let you even play with me for such a long time, because you're not even a real right nigga for me. I make you look good, nigga.
Every court appearance, every love triangle, y'all share it, meme it, comment it, like it's the damn Super Bowl. Meanwhile, when she actually drops a record, crickets. Folks ain't talking about lyrics.
I've never seen it.
About production.
I've never seen it.
About growth.
I mean, it's alright. Like, overrated as f***, in my opinion. I mean, and you know what, though? That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
Nah, they talking about baby daddies, subliminals, and who threw shade. And that's the sad truth. The fans are addicted to the drama. Y'all claim you hate the toxicity, but the numbers say otherwise. You pay for dysfunction every time you stream the mess, every time you repost the chaos. Bruh, the algorithm is simple. It feeds you what you click. So if the culture looks toxic, it's because that's what y'all demand. Y'all created the market where peace don't trend and chaos gets crowned. So don't just ask why Cardi moves like this. Ask why you love it so much. Why is discipline boring to you? Why does stability not get clicks? Until fans stop paying for the circus, don't be shocked when the whole culture keeps running in circles. And don't think the industry's hands are clean either. The machine behind Cardi knows exactly what it's doing. Labels learned a long time ago scandals stream better than singles. Court cases go viral faster than verses. A pregnancy reveal generates more buzz than a freestyle. That's why Cardi's rollout leaned harder on courtroom memes and baby daddy drama than actual music. Y'all thought it was just random timing? Nah, that's marketing. Her chaos got packaged, branded, and sold back to you like a mixtape. And the algorithms, they ain't innocent either. Outrage keeps you scrolling longer than inspiration. So when Angela Bassett wins an award, it trends for a day. But when Cardi throws shade, it trends for a week. Stability doesn't pay as fast, so stability don't get promoted. And that's the real danger. We think it's just celebrities wilding, but really it's the puppet masters behind the curtain pulling the strings. Cardi ain't just Cardi. She's the perfect product. Messy enough to stay viral, marketable enough to keep sponsors, loud enough to keep blogs fed. So at the end of the day, is Cardi the real problem? Or is she just a reflection of what the industry wants from all of us? Because if chaos makes the most money, guess what blueprint they gonna keep shoving in our faces? Now look, this ain't about hating on Cardi just for the clicks. It's bigger than her. She's just the loudest example of a culture that celebrates dysfunction over discipline, drama over dignity. When I scroll the comments, I already know what some of y'all gonna say. Panda, why you always dragging black women? Why you always talking down on your own?
Fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up. If I knock the fuck out you. Damn, man. Hey.
But let's get this straight. I ain't dragging my people. I'm trying to save us from clown behavior that's being sold as culture. See, loving your people don't mean ignoring the poison. It means calling it out before it kills us. It means saying, nah, this ain't the example we leaving for our daughters, you feel me? Because when the blueprint becomes strip clubs, toxic marriages, and baby daddy roulette, what happens when the next generation copies it? We not just losing music, bruh. We losing a blueprint for family, for respect, for stability. And fellas, I ain't letting us slide either. Offset, Diggs, all these dudes out here wilding. How you gonna talk about being kings when you can't even respect yourself? How you gonna build a kingdom when you chasing lust like a teenager with no self-control? You ain't winning. You think you winning, but you ain't. Because the truth is, you can buy cars, you can buy chains, you can smash 100 women. But if your mind weak, you already lost. Karma don't play favorites. The same disrespect you dish out will spin right back on your sisters, your daughters, your bloodline. That's just law. And fans, yeah, you too. Don't act brand new. Y'all cry about how toxic everything is, but you the same ones feeding the machine. Every click, every repost, every share of the mess is fuel. If the circus keeps running, it's because you keep buying tickets. So what do? We stop normalizing the chaos. We stop praising the dysfunction. We start showing love to the women who carry themselves with class, the men who move with discipline, The artists who create without selling their souls.
Oh my.
Cause at the end of the day, the real power move ain't clout, it's character. The real flex ain't scandal, it's stability. And the real revolution, raising a generation that don't need validation from the circus at all. So yeah, Cardi might be the drama, but the bigger drama is what we let this culture turn into. And until we face that, the blueprint stays broken. I leave y'all with this. What legacy do you really want to pass down? A life of cheap thrills and chaos, or a future of respect, peace, and strength? Think on that. And if you vibe with this breakdown, hit that like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and check the video popping up right here on your screen. I'll see you on the next one. Panda out.